Welcome back to the factory. I guess I will now try to solve some of those problems. And I guess in the meantime some things might have been produced. There are 11 space platform foundations missing from the space platform starter kit. I will just go up from here. But also I want to be not on the line where the rails might be. Maybe this copper patch will be where rails might otherwise be. I have to figure this out. And I guess I will just mine this and smelt this directly at this point. And I might have a double stack. And then I will have some splitters in the middle to equal out where the ores will land. I guess every 3 miners will get a splitter. Maybe I should build not exactly there, but a little bit to the right. I think I will remove the exoskeletons for now, so the batteries can charge up. And later I can actually use the full power if I don't really move much. I don't need to have the exoskeletons on, but now I figured out that I might as well turn off the exoskeletons with Alt-E. You can see down here, this can be toggled. Maybe I need to also find out how much copper ore can be processed by furnaces, how much can fit on a belt. I guess this fits quite nicely, since that's already 2 belts. I will have them split there again, of course. And it would also be nice to have some robots here, so I don't have to build all of this myself, or deal with potentially miners that run out of ore. Maybe I should just actually build it in the grid. Then I don't have to readjust those positions later. At least where it fits, I can do it that way. And then just copy this Sadly, it would also fit there, but I shouldn't have it there. That makes things a bit more complicated when just running over and trying to paste. I would have to set up the relative position thing. I'll do a few more with 4 gap and then I will do the maximum gap. I will wait for some deliveries. I might as well continue building things remotely. Don't have to actually be there and do everything myself. And this will just go into wherever I need copper. I guess need to get in here somewhere. Getting through this mess might be a bit difficult, but it will be worth doing. And now I will work backwards. Just so I can better find where I need to go. Just need to remember to turn around all those underground belts. Okay, I'm almost at the same level. Just a tiny bit off. And now the copper should be arriving soon. It's all just underground belts. Yeah, maybe I should actually connect this to power. That might be almost helpful. This will take a moment to be placed and then this will start. And I might also add some beacons. I don't know if I can find any that are properly copyable. Because I also need to be aware of the amount of uncommon speed modules that I have available. There I only have 1. I have 9 on me. So I might as well go there myself and place them. If I can walk around the trees. So this is the lonely robot that delivers the power pole. And then the factories will start. I can predict what happens in this game. And now the robot flies away because it wanted to deliver the beacon, but I was there first. Let me look at the copper production graph. It probably has increased drastically from about 1.9 or 2k per minute to 4k per minute, so double. But I need to be careful about copper ore production. I wonder whether I should at some point put efficiency modules in miners. Miners don't really use that much power. Smelters do a lot more. But I guess once I have nuclear production, I should just go very much onto that. I guess I will figure out when some of those miners will stop producing because the ore has run out. So the ore doesn't really reach the back furnaces anymore. The last ones still had some ore from the start, when the ore was going all the way through and there was no power. But I guess what I might just do is copy the whole thing and paste it. And then just combine the belts. This will take a while to set up, but I will just leave and let this be done by robots. And I will hydrate. Now we can see a lot of robots flying up to deliver the building materials. Okay, they are starting from the top, sort of. Wonder why. I wonder how they select what to build in which order. And I wish the player could specify what to build first in a blueprint. For instance, if I'm building a defensive wall and someone places the turrets first without placing substations for power, then those turrets will be rather useless. I hope I will now get more green circuits for the red circuit production. Might want to look at that as well. The green circuit production might go up further than before. 1.3 thousand per minute. And yeah, this was only 1.1 thousand or 1,000. So it's definitely much higher than before. And I do want to use these better steam engines. If I can find them again. And the worst ones can just go back.
We have an intruder! How did he get in? In through the window?
Hello Lily, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had fun in your stream. I'm playing Factorio again. If you don't know me yet, I'm Blispomitox and I'm usually playing Factorio, sometimes puzzle and racing games. And sometimes ranting about politics or building wealth distribution simulators. I guess I'm also programming a lot in my non-stream time. You played Tekken again? Well, I guess you are good at fighting. I only played Tekken 3 a very long time ago. The current music is rather disturbing, sad. Yeah, I know that. I have like 20 unfinished projects that I know of, and the rest I have forgotten, because if I get 5 new hobbies, then the 6th one that I had before that will just fall out of my memory. So I would need to write everything down and categorize everything, and that also takes headspace and time. So I might just start the rocket. I guess you have arrived in time for that. So I will take these inserters away for now. Take this space platform starter pack. I wonder how far I can go with this menu still being open like that. Probably 111 blocks. Yes, maybe that was 111 blocks, I don't know. But it definitely did turn off by itself. So now I will shoot this up. Build new space platform. Okay, the view changed and I can name the space platform. I have no idea what I would name it. This is not a pipe, because it's a space platform. I have no idea. I guess I could always rename it. So, but also, this is a pipe. Might even design it in the how a pipe looks, the other pipe. So now I have a little space platform. It's in space. And there is Novus. Some interesting clouds, quite high above the planet. I have no idea what I want to build there, probably something for space science production. And I might limit these chests maybe, but also it's fine to have that much fuel for later. And I'm thinking of using rocket fuel in the steam engine boilers. But also I would have to prevent the rocket fuel from going where only coal should go. But it might be a long belt that I have to build to get the rocket fuel down here. I want to check how many belts I have. I guess about 1000, and maybe some more in some storage chests. If only I knew where the storage chests are. I guess here. Quite a lot of different stuff that I need to deliver somewhere eventually if I want to not waste things that have already been produced. I might just send this down. for the moment. I'm getting deliveries again. I don't know whether I will be in delivery range, I don't think so. So either I will build a roboport there somewhere. I guess I did that. So I can stay in delivery range and not have robots try to deliver things and then fly away again. I hate when the logistics system in the real world does that without even ringing the door. Okay, now I am in outside space. And I will prioritize the rocket fuel. Don't want to waste the coal that I have here, otherwise, yeah. There is some coal still, but quite far away compared to other resources. And I will have uranium for power quite soon anyway. And there is an issue. The tree didn't allow me to see there. I wonder whether my Discord command works. I will just try it out. And otherwise I will just post the Discord link to anyone who doesn't know it yet. Apparently the command doesn't work. I hope this Discord invite link still works. I shouldn't have limited it, probably. Sometimes, or in my first tries I did that because I didn't know that Discord limits those links automatically or by default. I guess I will have to send a bunch of cargo base eventually, but also first some of those space platforms. I need a lot more steel to go that way. And maybe I should store them in a chest. Maybe now I will try to figure out whether I can make more steel. I guess I could just walk there, it's not that far away. And there I have 3 more portable solar panels for my power armor. And now I could run faster. Apparently I don't have enough iron. And that might only be remedied if I, at some point in the future, mine more iron somewhere. This will be copper as well. I guess I need to limit this or filter this. Might as well just do that now. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Hello, Morb. Thank you for greeting all the gamers.
Fancy.
Hope you have a nice day. Yeah, breakfast is nice. I had one of those Werners again. I always buy 3, so there are enough for the next day as well. And I'm not going out that often, so it's quite good to buy in bulk. Maybe I need to build an extra steel smeltery somewhere. Basically mine some iron up there and also turn it into steel directly. Then also send it down. Maybe even with a train. That's almost so far away that a train would be useful. But also someone built this factory very much in the way of possible train lines, so that's a problem. Maybe I should just build the next train thing where it's supposed to go. And I might just copy this. I've also thought about maybe opening up this world to other players, so if anyone wants to join, I might make this a server. At least once or if I'm active. I don't really know about constant servers. I guess they are called persistent, I don't know. The ones that are on the internet or something, or on other people's computers. Don't really have a computer that I could run 24/7 and have some game on. And now I see, yeah, that's actually fine. This is inline. I guess some people would also want to basically connect this part to there and this part to there. But I think I will do that once I have elevated rails to basically skip some of the signal necessities and avoid potential collisions and hold-ups. And again, someone built all these power poles directly on the line where the rails should go. Sadly, at the moment I cannot blame anyone else. I have to blame myself because nobody else played here. But I guess if I blame myself, I also know, or I can also control how to fix it. Okay, this has to move. I don't think I will build anything else there for now. Thought about maybe building a roundabout or something else. But for now this should just be a train that delivers steel, probably. And also what I could do is just let robots do this job. And one thing I need to set up is that I always want at least some rails in the provider chests. But for now, or at the moment, all the rails are taken out immediately. So these inserters should only work if rails are above 100 in the chest. I guess one thing I might start on is just building that smeltery up there. Maybe I could also connect this oil factory, at least with power. So they can share power. No one should have power alone. What else did I want here? I have thought about extending the robot network. And also I might need to produce substations at some point. So maybe this will just turn around now. I also have quite a lot of rails on me. Now I need to remember where the next one needs to go. Probably about here. And then I will set up a little grid. Okay, not like this. It only works in one direction at the moment. If I were to copy this, then I could control it in both directions. Just have to write 50 here, because that's the distance that they can cover. I guess they won't build anything in the dark area. Might have to place a radar somewhere. I guess I don't yet have a radar at the oil outpost. And I probably also don't have any landfill production yet, so I can't build in water. Maybe I should set this up quite soon. I should have enough stone to build landfill, but also I don't need to go anywhere for that. Maybe I should power at least the roboport where I'm standing. Maybe even more. Just have some lines of power poles run through. Okay, there's water. It's not very good. I guess normally they would move, but now they are not simulated because I'm not close enough. And yes, I wanted to work on landfill, and then I forgot, because I wanted to also place power poles. This will be very slow landfill production, but at least a little bit will be produced. And I guess while the landfill is being produced, I could just go and set up the steel production. There's not much to do otherwise. Don't really want to waste any more power poles right now, so I will just go up here and copy the mine that I had for copper. The whole thing. So now as everything is merged multiple times or balanced multiple times. Problem is that there is still no power and Roboport coverage. Now there is power here. And some of those things can be built already, but the back miners not yet. And I guess I will now also just copy the whole smeltery setup. And maybe build it twice. Because I want to smelt iron ore into iron plates and then iron plates into steel. I guess I might do that down here. Or maybe a bit further up, because I don't really want to go where the rails might want to go. Sadly, the ghost power poles don't properly connect. Or, yeah, the real ones that I built don't consider connecting to the ones that already exist, because some ghost power poles are already connected and then they think they don't need to be. This would be iron plates, and the iron plates will be split up and then be turned into steel. There. I guess it will take quite a while for all those robots to arrive with these building materials. I hope there's enough power. I think I will not do any research right now. I want to basically focus on the space science, and then I can save some energy and save some materials that would otherwise be turned into science packs, other kinds of science packs. So what will I need up there? Maybe this assembling machine, maybe even more assembling machines. 3 might be good enough. 2 furnaces for now. I will definitely need some belts. Maybe I should build green inserters before I send any inserters up. Not sure if I want beacons right now. Chemical plants might be relevant later for a space platform that actually travels somewhere. Maybe productivity modules, the best ones, or yeah, solar panels definitely. Maybe also better solar panels. I should have some rare ones available. I guess some rare ones might also be built somewhere. Let me just check that with a very harmless deconstruction planner. Okay, there are only normal solar panels. And there are some, or there's one rare one. Not sure if I want to run over there and fetch that. I guess in orbit around Novus I don't need accumulators necessarily. And once I have nuclear power going, I might as well power my space platform with nuclear. I guess I will need more than 35 space platform pieces. I think I'm able to already build, yeah, asteroid collectors and crushers and cargo bays. So I should do that. Also want to look at all the recipes so the annoying warnings go away, or notifications. Electric engine unit, so I will send up electric engine units to there. And then I can build the asteroid collectors there. Thinking of where to go through, but probably between these underground pipes might be good. For now, one of those factories should be enough. I guess I should have sent the whole thing up with steel, so maybe I will do that still. Sadly, I will have to go there and maybe fix the location of the engines, because on this belt they are on the right side, but on that one they are on the left. How about I just do this? This is basically one simple way to switch the sides of the items on the belt. So steel will eventually come from above. This isn't yet connected. But this should then eventually give me some steel. Might send it over to the right and then down. Not sure where exactly I would input that. Maybe just here, where otherwise the steel would be inserted. So I might go down next to the copper. Almost next to the copper, because there's rocket fuel. And then eventually I need to turn to the right. That's quite a lot of belts. Not sure if I need the beacons at this point, but I could just leave them there. I didn't yet set the actual recipe. I was more busy complaining about something at the time. But yeah, now I could get this going. So this might be cargo bays. They will also have quality and crushers. And I will limit how many asteroid collectors I'm producing. For now, maybe 20. Eventually I want higher quality, but I guess I won't get higher quality until I get the quality module Mark III. So this will be cargo bay and crusher. Could already send those up. And I might have to build a cargo landing pad as well. It only benefits from quality with a higher radar coverage, but I don't really need that. Would be nice if it had a higher inventory, but that's not the case. Need to find more steel and concrete. It's nice to be faster than before. I guess I did forget the steel in the rocket silo production, but that's fine. I don't need that much. Probably 3 crushers would be enough for 3 different ingredients, or 3 different kinds of asteroids. I might not need turrets at the moment, but at some point I should produce them. Okay, 50 is 1 rocket. I wonder why it was already requested. Maybe because I have 2 pieces of blueprint for platform there, and that's why it's getting sent already. Might just make this bigger. Crushers and maybe 4 asteroid collectors. I guess only 2 fit actually. For now. Don't really need pipes at the moment. Maybe a few more belts. I guess I built the rail there, but I didn't actually use the rail. I built a belt instead for the steel. And this is totally out of power, so I had no landfill all the time. Quite sad, but that sometimes happens. I think I want to work on deck or bulk inserters next. Maybe I could make them around here. I do have green circuits and gear wheels. Also want to get rid of the assembling machines Mark too, and also have electric furnaces there. This will be bulk inserter production with gear wheels. Now I just need the blue inserter. And I guess red circuits. The red circuits might be the most difficult part of those ingredients. Hope I didn't disconnect anything that shouldn't be disconnected. Okay, that's the wrong place. And then one chest and one passive provider chest. And then I will also add quality modules. This is where red circuits need to arrive. I guess I have them up there. And I will just send them down. I guess they could also arrive in a slightly different spot. And I need to actually have the belt that brings them down. And I will limit this to maybe 200 bulk inserters. I wonder how many I will need on the space platform. I guess I could also send up some of those fast inserters because asteroid collectors or asteroids can only be handled by non-stack things. Because they don't stack. I guess I wanted to go here to build the cargo landing pad, and then I figured out that I actually don't have steel. But steel is still going through there, so I could steal some of that. Some landfill has already been built here, but not enough. And I will prepare the power poles. I should also limit how much this is done. So I will add a little tank there, a pump, and the pump should only work if there's less than a certain amount of petroleum. And I might also limit this to a certain amount of light oil in the system. Because if there's too much light oil, I definitely want to crack it. Right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there is never more light oil than there is petroleum, or maybe petroleum being full is never, or light oil being full is never the bottleneck in this system. Maybe that's a good amount of inserters, maybe a few more, if I can grab them from here. Now I could remove or reduce the number of fast inserters and have bulk inserters instead as a request. And I wanted to put the fast inserters into that factory. Okay, I just figured out that I can't shift click modules into the cargo, into the rocket inventory, because modules might also want to go there. I wonder if that setting is somehow overwritable. And now I want to check what's already on here. No productivity modules yet. And I need a lot more something of the platform. A lot more platform foundations. There are 50, that is another full rocket. Also, I want these productivity modules. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I will wait until I can make the next tier of productivity modules and then I will send those up. And instead just those platforms. And they will automatically be sent for some reason. Oh yes, because I had this blueprint there. I might need a lot more. And I might also set this to automatic requests from Space Platform and then make this a passive provider chest. Still need a lot more steel. Maybe I should just copy the whole thing, or maybe I still have it right in my list of recent blueprints. And I might just take this and put it there. Also with an underground belt. Maybe I will go there again in a moment. I might also start working on the space platform. I forgot that I only had 2 asteroid collectors going up so far. I definitely need... or I thought I need more. Maybe I don't need more. I am thinking about using the platform hub directly for certain insertions. But it might also make things more complicated. At least for now I will do it like this. Or instead I should maybe insert the asteroids directly into crushers. I don't know if this would be good. I think I would need some combinators to control that. Maybe I will have my usual round going sushi belt. This will need a lot more space platforms. So I will try to increase the steel production, which is currently the bottleneck for that. I don't have many more speed modules, sadly. So I might try to find some basic speed modules instead. And now this just needs more furnaces probably, so I will just... or soon I will add on more furnaces at the back. I'll have to move some things around, because the belt spacing wasn't perfect. So this would be 6 furnaces per side more, although this is wrong. Something is wrong there. No, it's the wrong way around. I will just do it like this then. The rest can be built by robots. I will try to fetch some regular speed modules. And I will run away from robots that want to deliver stuff to me. Okay, I guess those other speed modules just sit on a belt, so I can't collect them. I might want to put them in a chest and maybe limit the chest. I guess while I'm going back up, if I see what I'm doing, I might figure out my production of steel, whether it has changed or not. It has definitely increased in the recent minutes to a new maximum. Need to not go on the rails there. I think in a few moments there might not be enough iron plates because the steel factories just were busy or were not allowed to insert anything. But that's quite a lot of steel coming through right now. I want to bring some of that to the platform production. Okay, when it's set to automatic it doesn't allow me to do anything. I wonder what kinds of furnaces I have sent up. The best ones. I think I will need more belts, but I also want to send up some circuitry eventually. And I will handcraft that at the moment. No concrete. This. And then possibly even more of those productivity modules. And another asteroid collector, maybe even 4 of them. I think I might at least need another layer of 2 each around here. And I might already start building. I think it would be very rare that those asteroids don't land in this area and this area, or either of these areas, and instead just hit directly from the diagonal. So I think it's fine to leave that space sort of not covered. Same here, of course. And now I can make space science. I guess I had to place my first asteroid collector properly. So I have 6 of those solar panels. And now they can start working. I guess the next rocket will be on its way very soon. Might have to help with some beacons. To speed this up sometimes. I guess while it's not working, it's only taking the minimum energy consumption anyway, so it's not too bad to have some speed up in the meantime. Okay, I guess I might just also put some passive provider chests here and put some space platform foundation in there. Then I will go back to the space platform and just try to build things. I forgot that I could build it like this, at least in most cases. Sadly, something doesn't work there. Maybe there's not enough space platform in between, and then it doesn't allow me to build that as a tunnel. At least another one actually works. And I totally did not yet add any of those cargo bays. I'll just add one for now. And now this should work, and we will be full circle. And then a lot of asteroids have to be dealt with. I guess I might add some crushers. Right here. Iron, carbon and oxide. For now I will not add productivity modules there, I will add them... Wait, I don't have any yet. Oh, I do have some productivity 4 exactly for this one machine. To then produce some space science in space. And I guess the intermediate thing that I need to do is also to make sure that I don't insert too much there. Wait, why does that not work? Not sure what the problem was. So now this is full, and I need to be careful what else I insert there. Ice. So if ice is less than 20, let's say. Carbon less than maybe 30. And this would be iron ore. I could increase this to 50. I think at the moment this would sometimes break. At the moment there's no way I could insert carbon and that other thing there. Ice, I guess. And there I want to use bulk inserters. Instead, I hope you don't request fast inserters for that. And then I need a furnace. I have a furnace here, I have two furnaces here actually. And this will be my first space science. It is quite slow at the moment. I think I will remove some platform and build it elsewhere. Quite tiny platform so far. And the idea is there to add a beacon. And some of my speed modules. And also I still have some space for more solar panels. Not sure if I need them. Oh yeah, it's actually not very good at the moment. Just half energy. So maybe I will find more space in space to place the solar panels. I think I do have only this uncommon one at the moment. There's already 45 space science packs and maybe now it's 50. I guess the first thing that I would research is productivity module 2. Right? Or maybe I also wanted the Covarex enrichment process. There are quite a lot of priorities actually. And the planetary researchers also need space science, obviously, because the planets are in space. And thrusters. I can't fly away before I have researched thrusters. Only by researching thrusters I will be able to melt ice. I need to check that. Wait. Can I go back? Ice melting. Yeah. Only unlocked by space platform thruster. I mean, you can also melt ice on Fulgora to get water, but you need to actually get there first, and therefore you would have unlocked thrusters anyway. Except maybe if you try to start on Fulgora. There are some mods that allow that, but I guess they would try to fix this issue. I wonder where I would put the cargo landing pad. I guess I just need one at the moment. Now there are two. The second one will be for another planet then. And there I will just ask for the space science. And then it will rain down. Might actually add some cargo base. And that's our first delivery from space. I guess I might just send those space science packs near where the other materials are going. Maybe not exactly at the same location, because I want to have the rail system maybe around the robopods. I wish... Well, I guess if I were to do it in ghost mode or in remote view, I can just print the ghost over the actual currently existing trees. I think this should go towards the labs, obviously. I just don't know where exactly it would go through. And it will combine with the yellow science once I build that. Need to remember what I need for yellow science. It was the flying robot frame, blue circuit, and low density structure. It's good to be able to remember that, even though I could just look it up easily. But yeah, I guess these two things, if I combine those with flying robot frames, then I have yellow science packs as well, and I could research the Power Armor Mark II, for instance, and things like that. Guess I could also tell the robots to kill the trees. I don't have to do this manually anymore. Maybe I will unlock the logistics system eventually, and then I will just deliver the flying robot frames with flying robots. good to have the science packs go near the science packs, so they have friends along their way. Just want to add better productivity modules to the labs, so not too many resources are wasted. And now I will just start one of the researches, I guess. I might start with energy, because that will take a while to make more of the uranium-235. Even once I have unlocked it, I can't immediately do all the things. And that will really take a while to do. I want to look at this space platform again. So there are now quite a lot of asteroids. I don't know if I have the filter system in my blueprints, or if I might have to build it again. Space platform. I don't really want to paste the whole platform, but I guess this would sort of work. Let me just temporarily build that there. And I now see that the icons have changed, of course. It looked very different previously. I need to sort of copy the settings. And I see that I can basically connect most of the asteroid collectors. So if I now copy this there, for instance, and this there, now I just need to remember where to put things or where to connect things. I think this needs to be connected like this, and this needs to read the whole belt. And this needs to basically receive the filter information. Even though right now it doesn't have any filters. I guess it's disabled, therefore. Can't really see if there's any other colors, maybe it's just red. But there's also green, so one of the things is not in there, maybe. So this might be the green. You can see there the green cable from that comparator, and then the red from this. And there I will set a higher limit for these asteroids, maybe 20 for each. I guess I could also just increase the number in here, but I won't. And now I need to connect the output there. And now I see the actual filters and I can get rid of that for now. And I will add one more little piece of platform. I want maybe I need an arithmetic combinator. Sort of, I want everything that is in this list minus things that are the output of this decider combinator. Maybe that's also achievable with different steps. Probably I could just basically do the opposite there. If it's bigger. So this. This. Then green. Well, now it also counts things that it shouldn't count. So I might have to add more stuff to this filter. Probably iron ore. Maybe I'll set it to 50 or 51. Carbon. I think I had it on 30. And then ice. I guess I had it on 20. And now it shows things that it would throw overboard. And I need an inserter to throw things overboard. And this inserter is the wrong way around. That can't work, obviously. And I didn't really filter this inserter before I let it go. So now more stuff is happening. The research is already at 62%. That's quite good. And maybe I should actually set filters there, otherwise this would throw everything off. And now I can actually see the filters that it chooses. Not sure if there's a maximum amount of filters it can have, maybe just 5. Because it has 5 slots there. I don't know if you could set a higher amount of filters with circuits. Basically, this one combinator limits what the asteroid collectors can collect, and the other one on the right determines what this inserter can throw overboard. And it's basically the opposite. If the one chooses a specific thing, the other wouldn't really choose that specific thing. Might also increase the numbers of ice and carbon, so it won't throw them overboard ever. Need to see whether that's actually the case. So this only works if it's below 50, so at the moment it's 51, it wouldn't work. This inserter works when that number is below 30, and with ice it's 20. I guess that's a tiny and functioning space science factory, but it would be nice to have a bit more than one factory, more iron smelting. Maybe I don't need that much iron. I produce 2.07 per second and I need 0.4 per second. No, yes. I was a bit confused by there not being a number per second specifically written, and rather it was just the number without unit, but I guess the unit is meant to be there. I guess if I wanted to, I could also throw down some iron ore, but I don't really need that much more iron ore on the planet right now. Still have power issues. I hope I can solve them once I can do nuclear power. Maybe I should already work on producing the nuclear reactor, heat pipes, heat exchangers and steam turbines. I can basically do that before I have the fuel. Maybe I will produce them back here, the nuclear things. And I also want a deconstruction planner that kills trees. I hate it. Why do I have to have a deconstruction planner as an actual item? I can just delete it. So I will research. Well, now I double clicked and just put it on the list, but that's fine. I guess logistics system next and then productivity module 2. It's nice to have higher quality soon. Anyway, I was actually about to build nuclear stuff and I wanted to have a blueprint, and then I couldn't store the blueprint in my inventory because blueprints are actual physical objects, not just concepts. It's also very weird when you have a blueprint on one planet but you can't use it on another one. Trees and rocks only. And I guess I'll already clear the factory a little bit. That will make the robots be a bit busy for a while. But also there are still quite a lot of construction bots that have no job. I think I might just start with a lower quality for the nuclear reactor and want to wait until I can make quality modules Mark II, and then I have to make them first. Being able to make them is not enough. So I need... everything is around here. Steel. I will also put bulk inserters on my hotbar. And then red circuits will go towards the nuclear power plant. And then I will have bulk inserters do this job. They can carry more, I hope. And then copper plates, which are just in this tunnel. And now I have power issues again. Very bad. I guess normally my solar panel output is higher than my steam engine output. I wonder why that is. And now we can see this is only on one side. Oh yes, because it is. Because the rocket fuel is only on one side. I wonder where it is being used. In these back, or maybe in most of the boilers on the left side, because the inserters prefer to grab from the closest side. Maybe sometimes there wasn't enough coal and then they just grabbed rocket fuel. Anyway, I guess I might just leave this running without an output chest. And also there will be another assembler. And I will produce heat pipes there because they just need steel and copper. And I will put those into a passive provider chest. Maybe I should limit this to 10, or no, something like 100 maybe. 100 heat pipes is a better number. And I guess my first spaceship might then also have a nuclear reactor soon. It's 500 advanced circuits. I hope they will make it through in time. Luckily, the steam turbine and the heat exchanger don't need red circuits. They need red things, but not circuits. The red thing in this case is copper, at least for the heat exchanger. Okay, both actually. So let's just put that there. Heat exchanger, heat or steam turbine. Quality modules for both. And then passive provider chest. And I will limit the output. Maybe only 20 for now. And 20 heat exchangers as well. Although maybe I could have 50 steam turbines. In most cases I need more of the turbines and not so many of the heat exchangers. I will have some steel going through there with a yellow underground belt. Steel is actually not needed for the other recipe, so I guess I didn't need to move that much. And then pipes are needed by both of these things, and gear wheels in the steam turbine. There are some gear wheels. I don't think pipes are anywhere nearby. And now I forgot that gear wheels are only for the first recipe. So this should be there instead. I could just put in the first pipes myself and then just go on a walk and try to find them. Yeah, there are pipes. Maybe I can get them down somehow. My train has run out of fuel. It's the first time that happened. I guess I might just fuel it with rocket fuel. But I want to finish this first. So first I will set up the actual fueling. That's the first or only train I have so far, or the only train station set. There are of course always two, just one station wouldn't really make sense. Except if you want a train that's running over biters somewhere. Quite a good acceleration and speed. I guess there's not enough steel because there's not enough power. But now that I have the enrichment process unlocked, I should actually go to the uranium place and do the enrichment. There's some steel missing. Don't think steel is anywhere nearby. I will have to fetch it from somewhere here. But I guess there should also be some centrifuges still around. The place where I would expect them. Or are there no centrifuges? There's one. Okay, in there, obviously. Now I have a total of 3 centrifuges. I think that might be enough for what I want to do. And there might already be more than 40 or even more than 80 uranium-235. Might also build my nuclear power plant around here somewhere. Might remove those beacons. And yeah, there are 109 uranium-235s. I will try to get them out of there one by one. Don't want to pick up all the rest. So now this basically allows me to get the uranium out of there while still being able to add beacons to the side if I want to. I guess I should just get them out there. And I need to filter because there might be other uranium in there. And then I will have my 3 other centrifuges that will produce the enrichment or the enriched uranium. I guess I should give this power. The earlier it starts, the better it is. And I might also speed this up if I have beacons. Even though I probably don't have enough power right now for speeding things up, but this will help speeding things up in the future once I have enough energy. So getting outputs will be very difficult or important. So I guess it's on the correct side of the belt. And I might have to store the uranium-238 in chests again back there, because there might be so much of it over time. And then this might be fed back into somewhere, maybe with higher priority. Input priority right. This always looks so complicated to set up, and it probably also is. But luckily I have done this a couple of times, so I don't really do too much wrong there. This is on the wrong side now. So basically I want this not to put in any more material if there's already enough stuff in the other system. Sadly, the inserters put in more than they should in most cases. I could sort of limit that and basically tell the inserters to look at the machine whether it already has 40 in it, but I guess I'll just live with it. And now I'm seeing how I might deal with future uranium fuel cell production. Basically like this. The priority is to the left, so all the uranium-235 will go to this place. But if this is already full, because the production has done enough, then the rest will go through this tunnel. And now here I will combine it with some of this uranium-238, and then I still need iron plates. And I guess I might research thrusters next. Eventually I will have to leave this planet. And maybe these other modules. I guess fixing power has higher priority than building the next tiers of modules. Now I will deliver iron plates with a belt. It seems to be very far away for a belt, but I'll do it anyway. Seems almost train territory, but I hate how much forest there still is. Not sure if I have enough belts to span the distance. Eventually I might also try to steal some iron from up here if I produce enough. But maybe that will be once I have set up the train system properly. I'm also thinking I might have bigger train blocks, maybe like this size, and then factory inside. Or I will keep to my idea of having them only 2x2 Roboport distances. I guess there is space to fit some stuff, but eventually it might be too small anyway. I think I would go with the smaller footprint for now. Might almost limit this chest, because I don't know when I will need these 1000 space platforms. There certainly might be a lack of space science, but I guess there isn't really, because the lack is actually something else. Maybe blue science packs. They are not arriving in the final labs. And I'm still here. I wanted to build the belt for the iron. I'm trying to figure out where to build the nuclear power plant exactly. Maybe around here. There's a lot of water. It's also sort of out of the way of everything else. I wouldn't want to build anything or the nuclear power plant here, because I might want to have some rails and belts go through here, because it's a bottleneck between the water lake sinks. Sea, lake, ocean, whatever that is. But I also want to already build the things, so I should carry enough pipe stuff, and I need offshore pumps. I guess one offshore pump might have been carried away by a robot at some point, when I did crash unrequested. I guess since the logistics system is unlocked now, I might position some blue chests in certain places to get rid of stuff that is in my storage now. That's quite a lot of stuff. I guess I'll just take all of that and some heat pipes. And I guess only one nuclear reactor has been built as of yet, but more will follow. And now I might just place the red chest there and limit the inserter to maybe 4 more nuclear reactors. I guess I also wanted, or I will want, a decider combinator. So I will steal some material to build those. I hate this. This one tree. Why did this build there? Did I actively choose to build there, or I don't know. Sometimes the game feels a bit off. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have gotten out of rhythm or lost my intuitive control of the game. Sometimes if the game autosaves, then of course things might go wrong. When I'm doing something in between. Or if there's a lag spike. I might do the actual nuclear fuel production further upwards. And then I will just carry this up. I don't know if quality would help anything there. This doesn't say anything about quality. So maybe I will not use quality modules for that. And instead productivity modules, since they can actually be used. And I might use a lower quality machine. I guess once I have enough of those uranium-235s, I might also find another way to transport them away. So, but in single units, so override stack size 1. They have stack size 4, the stack or bulk inserters. So I will count together the contents within the centrifuges and then read the whole belt. Also, yeah, I need to actually read this. Include in crafting, probably. And yeah, it's now 139. I guess I will wait for 200. Then I should be safely over the threshold to feed 3 of these machines at once. And then this will be turn on if uranium-235 is above 200. And I guess this is basically the same as below, just with a more explicit description. Not sure if I should steal some of that now to already build some fuel. I guess it's just one per fuel. Yeah, 1 uranium-235 and 10 of the other, 119 of the other, and 10 iron plates. And then I will just have some fuel there. Might even have a separate logistics system here for now. I don't really want to have belts full of uranium fuel cells. And I want to produce 10 maximum. So how about I have some roboports here. I guess the first ones might be inserted manually into the nuclear power plant or into a chest next to it. I guess I will research Glebber first. I guess this is not yet a decision on what I want to do, but it might as well be. So this is my first nuclear power plant. More will probably be around it soon. And I will already set up the combinator to make sure that I don't waste any fuel. Read temperature and fuel. I should really make a blueprint of that at some point. So if T is lower than maybe 800 or I guess it should be an end, and uranium fuel cell is 0, then it will output a signal, maybe jelly, and then an inserter. Might insert some fuel. So if jelly but I will build the rest of the power plant already to not waste any power that might otherwise be generated. I guess I might also store a lot of steam in the meantime. Heat exchangers. So there will be pipes. They will go to the water. I guess I might also go to that water down there. Seems a bit closer on closer inspection. And I always never see the offshore pumps, maybe because I use them rarely. They might be difficult to spot. It produces 10 uranium fuel cells each time, that's quite good. I totally didn't see that. And it should only insert one fuel cell at a time. Might also move this over by a bit. And then the heat pipes will heat up. Water will turn into steam. This might be an underground pipe. Maybe the actual power plant or the actual what are they called? The steam turbines will be up here above the storage tanks and above all the boiling. I might have another set of this above here. Sadly, I don't have any robots with me and no personal roboport. I will have to build this manually. Or I just don't really care at the moment about completing this. Sadly, I'm out of pipes, so I guess I need to short something. Maybe this will just be the storage down there, and then I will build the steam turbines to the right and above, or just going to the right. I guess I can always move them, and surely I will, because I would never just stick with what I have done years ago and just add on to it. I might have to build substations soon to not waste so many power poles and so much space. I guess this is also where I might fit some underground pipes eventually, at least between where the power poles are. Okay, this is working, it's just quite slowly heating up. And there's not yet anything happening in the boilers or in the heat exchangers. I will now have another inserter for the spent fuel. I'm even thinking of just building the belt for the fuel cells. Maybe I will make 100 of them, because I also need them for other things like portable fission reactors. And I will now put all the rest of the fuel in there. Might have to get some more robots and also pipes. So now I've basically set the filter to only insert if there's less than 40 in there. Might also increase this to 80 soon. I guess I will forget and then something will be stopped without my intention. I guess I wanted some robots. They should be somewhere up here. Maybe 2 of them would be enough. 2 of the uncommon robots. Might also check if I have even more nuclear power plants. Now I have 3 more and will carry more heat exchangers. Should have enough heat pipes, but I will complete 1 stack. And I will get more pipes and underground pipes. If I build 4 nuclear reactors in a square, they can heat up much faster. And I also need to bring blue chests, otherwise logistic bots don't really do much. So how do I do this? I need red circuits, I guess. Might just handcraft those chests. Eventually I wanted to build the other chests here. So far I didn't. Would be nice if there were more use cases for wood. That would allow the Glabber tech to have a more interesting impact. Anyway, let's build some blue chests. I have some yellow already. I might wait for another centrifuge to be built. And then I will go. Or I will wait for these 2 deliveries and then go. I guess I shouldn't build it like this. This wastes very expensive uranium. I guess I'll just copy this. And I want the red cable to also go through there to inform this number. I guess I'll leave this running. I will add those 2 logistic bots. And then I will add more of that. I will make this chest blue. The other might be red. And then I will copy this and mirror it. I wonder if this helps, or if the heat actually would go away if I do it this way. Maybe I'll just keep it like that, and then the heat doesn't disappear. And now I just have to actually build all of this stuff. This will be requesting 2 of those fuel cells. And then I need another rubber pod to do these deliveries. And now the heat is increasing. And it will increase even more with all of these nuclear reactors turned on. Might also deliver 5, then the robots have some longer break in between their jobs. I guess there was already some steam in there. Need to check the history of the power. Or, yeah, power is there. I guess the steam turbines didn't yet do anything. But maybe they will quite soon. Yeah, maybe I also need to just send the power over. If this is not connected, then of course this doesn't do anything. And now the steam turbines are turning. And they definitely reduce the demand for the steam engines. I guess now the heat is high enough, so the inserters don't have to insert the fuel anymore. I wonder if the neighbor bonus depends on the machine actually having fuel, or if it would help always. So ideally, now I wouldn't have this gap every night in the energy system, and all my machines would work day and night. I guess if this inserter doesn't work, then at least the splitter will throw things down, going the same way, and that will be good as well. I guess this should be input priority right. So everything coming through from the centrifuges down here will go through first. And hopefully now I don't have to care anymore about energy for a while. I could focus on other things. But maybe I will focus on other things offline while not streaming. I think this is enough for today. Thank you for watching.